It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, hello there guys, and good morning everyone. What's up, PP, Devastator, Vladimir Petrov, Henach, and the Terminator, everybody else. Unfortunately, I did not have a good sleep at all, actually. Hardly slept.
Lick my balls! Yeah, say that all the time.
Oh, by the way, for members, there is a new sound now. So this is for all the members. I updated the note online. But yeah, for all the members.
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
So there we go. That is now available for every member on the channel. Hope you guys like it. What's up, Dancing Zemo? How are you doing? Oh. Right, I need to get... What's up, Rama? Oh, whatever. We need to get some points up in the morning stream, because then later today I need to record Hood, King Groot, and Venompool gameplay, and you know, update days today. In the evening we're gonna be testing them out. Will you ever make another baby song? Maybe. Maybe. What's up, Q? How are you doing, man? Good morning, Q. 50 million for 6-star yellow jacket. I'm out of champs. Well, they're gonna refresh at some point. 6-star yellow jacket went for like 25 round 1. I'd still put up at least like 32, 33 if I was going for him though. What's up, Mr. Alright,
get out of here!
Is Buff going live today? Yeah, Buff's going live in, what, 10 hours? Yeah, in 10 hours from now. Of course, we go outside there. You look sleepy. I hope you feel okay. I really don't today. I feel actually awful. And yeah, I'm actually feeling cold as well. That's why I have the hoodie on. Parry compensation is gonna come once it's fixed, since the update is not the hotfix for it. No, it's gonna come later. It's not gonna come at the same time as update. What would a fair compensation look like? I spoke about it yesterday's stream a bit, but basically I think it would be fair if it would amount for majority of the temporary content that some people were unable to do properly. So for Thronebreaker players, because I do think it should be segregated, and I do think for Thronebreaker players it should basically encompass the total amount of rewards from uncollected and cavalier difficulties and monthly side event quest. So I don't know, like 2 6-star crystals and some catalysts and stuff like that. That's what I think would be fair, because there's probably a group of players who just didn't do the content because it was like so messy that they otherwise would, that has expired. And with permanent content, it's not a problem, you can do it a month later. But with temporary content, you know, it's gone. Nice standalone video about SOP section of KT time. Well, thank you, Lawrence. And yeah, a lot of people actually watched it, so I'm quite happy I did well. You can do 35 million, but not gonna stop there. Very good, that's wise. Predictions for SOP boss for next 2 weeks. Well, one is gonna be Emma for sure. And another one could be Mordo, could be some Korg, something like that. Eastern Coast Kabam HQ in Canada. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Oh shit, he used his special first. Whoa, come on, stop getting hit. Why am I always messing around with Mordo? Do you think 620, 6 out of an pool will be worth rank 2? We'll see. We'll see, don't know yet. Just wait. No, I need to record them today. I need to record the pre-buff champs in action today. You need units as well? Yeah, they're probably not gonna give units, I doubt it. Whoa, that would make me feel overcompensated. Well, there you go. What's up, MSAM? That SOP video was informative. Well, thank you. I was going for informative. Or eye-opening, maybe. I don't know. What's up, Chichaji? How are you doing? Compensation for Cavnex. Oh, well. There is a post on forum already from what I have seen that they're looking into it. So they're aware, they're gonna figure something out. But if there is going to be compensation about that Cavnex's drop rates, then they will just send out 10 actual Cavnexes with proper drop rates. That's it. And it wouldn't be as much a compensation as a, let's say, correction of their offer, I feel. Which I think is what they're gonna do. They're just gonna send another 10 crystals to everybody who purchased it with a proper drop rate. Most underrated science champions, Mr. Fantastic. Decided to do the Star-Lord Korean challenge instead of Inhuman one, and man, I can safely say it was the biggest bullshit. Yeah, Star-Lord one is the worst. Star-Lord one is the worst one. It took me like 60 single revives. It was the most expensive challenge for me. Who's your favorite character in Marvel? When I was growing up, it was Spider-Man. Now, like, due to MCU, it's probably Iron Man. I know, fairly cliche. How's the grind coming along? Well, this is kind of like a casual grind, you know, I'm not taking it too serious. Realistically, farming ton of level 3 potions from roll is going to be necessary for the final. I don't think so. Maybe. We'll see. I don't think so. You think Cyber Monday offer will have a new progression title offer? If there is a new progression title announced before that. So, here's the thing. They can introduce new progression title realistically in 7.3 or 7.4. If it comes in 7.3, then yes. If it comes in 7.4, which is gonna come after Cyber Freaking Cell, then no. Watching your run as a reference, and you got crazy luck with Maestro RNG. Full run cost me like 81 revives, and last 10% of Maestro was 6 revives. Yeah, I did get lucky with the Maestro. I did get lucky, I can fully admit to that. Do you think SOP final week will be harder than Gauntlet? No, I think it's not gonna be anywhere near as long. The individual fights might be as hard, maybe harder, but in total, since there's gonna be less fights, I don't think it's bad. I think the final boss is probably gonna be worse because Gauntlet got kind of very lucky because the final boss was really easy. But 6-star Warlock, congratulations. Oh, people always bullshit and troll. That's why I don't go on forums. There are so many degenerates with just brain-dead logic. They're like intellectually rotten pieces of work. Kabam forum is infested with Kabam apologists and also with people who just make such wild logical leaps that it's pointless to try and converse with them. Yeah, it's just not great on forums. It really isn't. People, this is an important KT1 channel announcement. Please hit those like buttons. Yes, please do hit those like buttons. How often do you use Quake? I have started using her less and less. I still use her, mainly for Alliance for stuff. Like, because like, there hasn't been anything like really challenging come out in like standalone quests and stuff, and a lot of them have attack modifiers. it's that Quake can do a lot of things, but I choose not to Quake because people don't want to watch me Quake. Like, you could Quake several of the SOP fights. I didn't. Because people don't want to watch that. So I think because I have like a really big account and I often can find solutions to problems elsewhere. And because I do YouTube, I use Quake less than I normally would. But she's still pretty much the best. The profile? Oh. You liked Penny Parker's video. 90% FTP. Oh yeah. That is just legendary status. 90% FTP. That highlights extremely well how stupid and, I don't know, misguided people are in this part. Collector or some... Yeah, it will definitely... I actually kind of look forward to. I really hope we're gonna have no retreat champion pre-nerf. Got 6-star Iron Man Infinity War. Nice, very good idea. Dinobots this one. What's up, XLR8? How are you doing? Good morning. Hey, XLR8. This is partial for you.
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
There we go. That's a new sound for all the members. I should not have done that. Why do I keep throwing those heavy attacks when I shouldn't? I'm an idiot, that's why. No. Well, that's what my bot said then. Nah, but yeah, that's a new member sound. That's a new member sound. Yeah, Nordic 3 champion would be fun. And it would be good walk down the memory line, I suppose. You know what I mean? Wonder if there's a special sound for members from KT respects as players. Maybe there will be. It will be hard to set up though. Oh, look at that. XLR8 is doing some Karina challenge stuff. Interesting. Means he's gonna get spanked. Means he's gonna get spanked like a schoolboy. Hey, what's up, Messiah? Here we go. That sounds... Oh. Sleepy. Did the Kamala one on Sunday? Kamala one's not too bad, to be honest. Kamala one isn't that bad. Definitely not long at the very least. And let's all look on the bright side, right? At least now I have rank 5 Kamal Khan. So yeah, I'm gonna be going for about 50 million for this grind to get the 5 stars, so that should be quite easy. In reality, I can get 50 million with like 3 full rounds, but I'm probably also gonna go for 4 million in the other arena just to get some more units. And You don't say suck? Why would I say that? Oh, people always think that I want to take a piss out of everybody. I really don't. Most of the time, I'm just returning the favor when somebody tries to take a piss out of me. Besides, I'm right now definitely too tired to actually try and engage people. I actually saw it live on a stream, but you mean when he got Shang-Chi? Yeah, I saw it live on a stream. I was like in the chat. So good for Enzo, good for Enzo. You know, Enzo is such a nice guy that, you know, you always feel good when something good happens to him. He still isn't sober, Messiah? What do you mean I'm not sober? I'm not drinking like at all. Just knackered. Woke up like twice in the night and yeah, Enzo is one of those people where, you know, he just too good. Like, you don't believe people like that exist. Going back to bed? Why are you going back to bed? How dare you? Hey, Messiah.
You should clone yourself. Why's that? So you can go fuck yourself.
One word, and I'll hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Go. Tell her.
There you go. Now you can go to bed. There is one other for mods. I think it's just out. If you try out.
Get that garbage out
Yeah,
of here.
that one's for mods. Not get out. It's gonna be on cooldown. It will work for you. It is for mods, I think, but it's on cooldown now. You need to try it later. Sup, Sanji? How are you doing? Okay, let's try and get a bit of coffee in me, shall we? Oh. Kinda really, KT. I wish it would be that simple. Summoner Showdown, where is it? Summoner Showdown is going to be coming when they fix the parry and dex issues. So it's delayed indefinitely, basically. But it should be coming in August, probably in like a couple of weeks. How much is the cooldown? I think 3 minutes. Quite sure 3 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes user specific cooldown and 3 minutes generic sound cooldown. Morning, brother. Almost my bedtime. It's about 3:20 AM. What do you mean almost your bedtime? It's way past your bedtime. Jesus. Waiting for Miles and Gilly Boss. A lot of people on. A lot of people on. I'm a night owl. Retired and stay up till about 4 AM. Well, that's up to you. Still, it's past bedtime for normal human beings, night owls or not. To the videos, I have a question. I just moved to 631 and I'm having a hard time with Liquid Courage Double Edge Masteries work for me to finish up Act 6. You can do it. It kind of depends on your account. Like, I did most of content with Liquid Courage Double Edge on. So if your roster can support it, I personally find it often easier to play with them, yes. But it's kind of each to their own. But you can give it a go. I also have a guide for 631, if that maybe can be helpful to you. 9:20 AM, still haven't slept. Well, that's on you, man. That's just stupid at this point. Like, I'm not exactly the authority of having a lot of sleep or anything like that. But the effects are immediately noticeable, so just go get your bloody sleep in, man. Make video for maximum value of snapshots. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll make video on snapshots. I actually think I got a screenshot on how many snapshots we're gonna get in total. They have not announced when files we're getting as well. We do know that Guillotine buff is said to be for fall slot. And well, for reasonable human beings, fall is September, October, November. So we know that Guillotine buff has to be within the next 3 months. When it comes to miles, we do not know. But it could be next month, yes. I don't think anything is obvious with when they're buffing who, man. I think when it comes to the buffs themselves, nothing is obvious. Sub Growler. Coffee and Quake. What do you mean Coffee and Quake? What are you on about there? Don't make me slap you again. Got through Grandmaster? Nice, congratulations. What should I aim next? Act 6? You should next you should aim of becoming Cavalier, so 6.1. 6.1. Oh, Grandmaster, never mind. You go through that Grandmaster, not Collector. Act 7 Explorer. Act 7 completion exploration is where you want to go. You want to leave Act 6 till end, Wishred. You want to leave Act 6 till the very end. You want to complete and explore Act 7. $15K, said Kabambu. Yep. 15,000. So yeah, I think I will make a video on that. Might be a decent video idea. We'll write it down so I don't forget. Because I'm a little forgetful. Especially when I'm tired. Right. Snapshot with 15K. There you go. There you go. Wrote it down. Just got 6-star Tiger as my 9-6-star, level 52. Tiger is very good, but
Growler 64 Oz.
I'm not gonna mean this in like combative way. But what does being FTP has to do with your level or Tiger as a champion? I don't know. Growler, thank you very much. I swear to God, some free-to-play players are kind of like vegans that they just add. It's like, I'm vegan, therefore I know karate. It's like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? But finally pulled Doom, man. Congratulations. About god dang in time. I don't understand how people can live with no Doom. But yeah, so there we go. Tiger is a very good champion if you can learn to use her. That's the thing. Tiger is tricky to use. So for some people she's quite bad. For some people she's one of the best champions in the game. I'm used to it, I enjoy it. Well, it's up to you. Hey, what's up, JJ? How are you doing? New champion synergies? Well, not necessarily, because you know, with new champion synergies, they're Spider-Verse champions, so it's only natural that they synergize with symbiotes and Spider-Verse champions. What's up, Nathan? How are you doing? We got a vulture in between APOC sandwich. That sucks. Ooh. Yeah, that sucks. That would suck. I don't even like vulture all that much out there. He's rough. How much for Psycho Man top 100 do you think? Is he gonna be the basic? I don't know. It's probably gonna be something similar to whatever Jubilee went, so maybe a bit less, like 45. I don't know. Would be my guess, anyhow. 45 would be my guess. Iron Man, don't spam the question. Iron Man, don't spam the question. You already. I answered them. I answered them all, for the most part. When we will get SOP mal, it literally has a timer next to it. It literally has a timer next to it. You'll get it when it ends. Probably a few hours after the event ends, just like AQ rewards. Thanks, I'm close to 100% cap EQ. Hopefully I get TechTF ICC. Nice. Well, best of luck. Best of luck. Get that Warlock out first. Thronebreaker. He loves the FTP count. Here's the thing, I genuinely don't care whether somebody spends money on the game or not, you know. I don't think it changes the value of your opinion or anything else. But I hate when people just unnecessarily use and abuse it and kind of like try to signal that, you know. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna get triggered again. But congratulations on Tiger, man. Don't get bored by playing arenas? I would if I wouldn't be streaming, but you guys keep it interesting. I get bored when I grind off stream immediately, like half an hour of arena grind off stream on an average day, and I either fall asleep or just stop because I can't do it. But it's much easier when you stream. First rule of being FTP, how to say you're FTP all the time. Apparently so. I have Doom, but I think Sorcerer is better because she goes better. No, Doom is objectively a better champion. I mean, Sorcerer is great, but I generally, truly believe that Doom is significantly better. Is it a fair assumption to make that Kabam are just going to completely ignore people's questions regarding the next scout drop? Right? No, that is not safe to say. And again, what you don't understand is that nobody who has any authority to give any answer is working on weekends. And also, yesterday or today is the Canadian holiday, so nobody of any authority was in either in the actual workplace. On top of that, they have already replied to that thread, and they said that they're looking into it, and they apologize for inconvenience. Twisted Soul. So once again, completely horrible, wrong, and absurd take. What's up, Alien X? How are you doing? Free players, a lot of people don't believe me when I say. Why wouldn't I believe you? Again, I mean, you got your 6 stars, good on you, but pulling Tigra or how many 6 stars you have pretty much has nothing to do whether you're free to play or not. But anyhow, again, Tigra, well, the problem is Tigra kind of needs to be duped in short and medium fights though. She's gonna be good in long fights, but in short and medium fights she's significantly more annoying. I don't do Instagram, no. Sorry. Top of the morning to you, Lodge. Yeah, I'm in Discord, must have missed it. Must have missed it. I'm not Instagram. Yeah, I know, watch something while you're stream, but I kind of get annoyed because I can't pay like full attention to whatever I'm watching. You have any idea how many champs are option? 3 champions. 3 champions.
Stealth goes toe 7 $2.
Mr. Pronounce.
Who do you think week 9 and boss of 10 will be?
I think we should be. I hope we're gonna see no retreat champion, and then it could be an annoying Korg or an annoying Annihilus or maybe 625 Mordo. But I sneakingly, since yesterday, have a suspicion we might get variant 2 encroaching stun yellow jacket boss, because after the update that boss has become quite annoying. So those would be my top options. For week 10, I think it's gonna be OG Collector with a twist on it. Like obviously more jacked and stuff. Like Collector with Bane and stuff like that. Let's say something in between Abyss Collector and OG Collector. But yeah, Summer of Pain, 3 champions. I literally made a community post on it with Kabam confirming that it's gonna be 3 champions. What's up, K-Dog? How are you doing? Experience if you spend an Odin resetting top champions, how much? Well, it depends again. What are your top champions? 5 stars or 6 stars? Because 5 stars take longer time, but you get more points. And what arena boost multipliers you have? Like if you have 6 star, if you're refreshing 6 stars, then do you have that 1.3 or 1.5 boost and stuff like that? For an Odin, you can squeeze up until 20 million if you do it well and clever. But that's already kind of like having champion boosts on, having max kind of like the multiplier boosts, and doing 5 star refresh instead of 6 star. Yeah, pretty much. You can squeeze, I think, up until 20 million, somewhere. Actually, never paid exact attention to how much it is. What's up, Makan? When you learn to play Tiger, you just want to play her every time you can. She's so fun. So many people say that. Yes, many people say that. And why I don't do playing Aegon, I lose the combos. Oh, Aegon, there is that, but you can run combo shield synergies or something. Aegon is still a very good champion though. Emma is still going to be there for sure. Emma is going to be there in one of the weeks.
Stealth goes toe 7 $2. What would your team be for week 10 so far? No boss.
So far, She-Hulk addresses Rogue. Can do Symbiote Supreme. And she also could do Hydra Adapted, so She-Hulk would be probably one of them. Then we need an answer for Mysterio, which could either be Mortal Abomination or Diablo. That would be a very easy answer. Or even an Archangel and just take 1 revive cost of it. Then you're left with Mr. Sinister. And Venom can be done with any of those champions. You can just bring in She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to do Venom really well too. Symbiote. Oh, we have Symbiote Supreme, Venom, and Darkhawk. Darkhawk. So, what is the better counter for Darkhawk? Oh yeah, I can just bring in Max. I'd probably bring in like She-Hulk, Torch. And that should be pretty much all that you need so far, really. She-Hulk, Torch, and yeah, I-Bomb or Maestro. So I-Bomb or Diablo. Or maybe even Magneto, something like that. You can so far cover pretty much everything with 3 champions. And then obviously you can like play about a bit. iHulk can do most or not all fights. What's up, Jacob? By the way, Jacob. Oh, one second, wrong place.
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
Thank you, that's informative. Keep streaming hello York. Anytime, my man. Anytime, Nathan. Ending of the fight with combos gone. One. Well, yeah, it can be frustrating, but you know, the more you use it, the less you mess up. Based on how good Penny Parker looks, how I think she'll go for Venus more than her. No, she's not gonna go for more than her because her had prestige. So no, I don't think it's gonna be more than her. Don't have even one science rank 3, but yesterday I pulled Immortal Hulk for first time. Is he a good option for rank 3 or not? Well, I took him to rank 3 and I do not regret it one bit. I think he is. Voodoo is quite a good one, yeah. Bow's gonna go live today, yes. Top Arman, how are you doing?
Where's the lamb sauce?
Okay, will Venom Pool be a good option for Cavalier Sentinel? You mean 6-1 Sentinel? Maybe. No, actually, doesn't that node has like Tranquility or something? Is it Plague Mine or Tranquility? Maybe he will though. Oh, but he can't get power drained. Yeah, he should actually be quite good. Should be quite good, I think. Why not? Would be worth checking it out. Yeah, 6-star Electro could get about. To be honest, 6-star Electro is better than most people realize. Especially now with some of those energy adoption nodes being popular. I actually wanted to make a video on 6-star Electro as well. Because I don't think a lot of people understand that he can actually be a fairly cheesy character that can end up smacking really hard. What's up, Ankit? How are you doing? I Hulk even and duped. I took him to rank 3 and duped. I ended up duping him later on. But yeah, I took my iHulk to rank 3 unduped. And I must admit, initially, I kind of ranked him up just because I found him really fun. But since I ranked him up, he's been putting in work, man, and I really, really like the fact that I have him ranked up. But yeah, iHulk being unduped, it did not stop me from taking him up, personally, so. His dupe ability is kind of like neat, but it's not like huge for his kit. Twisty Gas and Plague Mind. Yeah, no, Venom Pool can do that. Got a haircut? No, I didn't. I did not get a haircut. What's up, Krishna? What time buff goes live? In 9 hours and 20 minutes. Or 9 hours normally. It normally goes live about half an hour before the news drop of the day. So in about 9 hours, more or less. You just need to keep an eye on the Play Store about in 9 hours or so. Yeah, Cyclops and MCOC is a bit of a clown, yes. Ares, Torch, Mags. Either can take Rogue, depending on the remaining fights, you can take a better counter. David Mysterio, but they are all doable. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just, well, that's the thing, because like I think with Torch and AA and Mags, you can do all the fights, but I just don't think they're even close to being the best options for most of the fights. For instance, like Magneto can take Mysterio, but it's definitely not an easy fight. Same as like, yeah, you don't have the good option for Rogue and stuff. But She-Hulk is one of the, if not the best option for Adaptoid. She's really good for Adaptoid, easy solo. Really good for Rogue. She-Hulk is really, really good for Venom. And she can do a bunch more like as well. So She-Hulk alone handles like a lot of those fights like really, really well. Better than so I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. No point to start arguing about it now. I Halcon Power 0 nodes is a cheese king, yeah. What's your Spider-Man 2099 Dragon? I think people are missing something niche with him. I guess power gain fights, Sorcerer Supreme, Symbiote Supreme. Tick 200, Spider-Man 2099 will keep dealing the Rapture burst damage. Yeah, I do know that in like, and I understand, but it's also like very, very niche scenario though. I know what you mean, and I was thinking the exact same thing, because you can just push champion just above and just below, just above and just below, but that only works with like very niche setup. So what's the best way in a sense? And it's not like, you know, he's gonna do a ton of damage, but it doesn't change the like functionality of the fight. For instance, Dr. Octopus handles those fights perfectly well and does a ton of damage as is. So yeah, okay, he's gonna do that fight maybe a bit quicker, but Dr. Octopus will have much easier time to get set up and actually control the fight. So with that Spider-Man, like, okay, once you set up, once you have like played long enough to get that level 2 off and stuff like that, which is not an easy task. Like, if you remember Doctor Strange and like 200% power gain and shit like that, that's not an easy task to get to level 2. Doctor Strange gains buttloads of powers, for instance. So I understand that, and yes, there will be a crazy cool video, and I did not miss it at all. I actually spoke about it either on KT time or something else. But A, the conditions need to be like exactly perfect, and B, is very niche scenario. Which again makes me want the champion, but it doesn't make me think that he's gonna be widely or commonly used for daily things. Like, realistically, if opponent has plenty power gain, I'd much rather use I don't know, even Mr. Fantastic, who starts the fight controlling the power, or Dr. Octopus, something like that. And yeah. And I think one thing that we did not see properly is, I need to go and double check, is the fact that he can stack the physical vulnerabilities up to 15, I think could give him a really solid damage output in longer fights. But again, I just don't think it's enough, and I think it's a very long build-up. Okay, fell back a bit. Never mind, let's catch up. Gotta go. Oh, I see a Devastator. Dupe Call, Silver, OG Thor, or unduped Venom to rank 3. Don't care about prestige. If you don't care about prestige, I'd still go with Silver Surfer in most of the cases, unless you're an OG Thor simp like me, and you can Sig 200 OG Thor. I'd love to have a Sig 200 rank 3 OG Thor, it'd be so cool. But yeah, it's more likely the Silver Surfer is still the best option. Pulled Venom Pull in Diablo just after their buffs came out, respectful. Nice, congratulations, man. Bishop's good, but rip Bishop Overlord cheese? Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, She-Hulk definitely seems to be like one of the MVPs for me so far. Week 10 is a mix of all, week 9 would be extra rewards. I said that there's gonna be a second set of rewards, almost guaranteed. Do you think they will get compensation on that 6-9 Nexus deal? I think so, yes. Found out with I can complete tech variant with almost no effort. Nice. Yeah, tech variant isn't too bad if you have good options. And it's quite short. Top 1, how are you doing? Kingpin will be basically in soon. Would you think he will be around Strife? Yeah, I think, if anything, like, I don't know. I think so. I think Kingpin is gonna go quite high. Maybe not 65, but he's gonna go quite high. I generally think Kingpin is easily top 5 skill champ. Dashing Catalysts. I actually rate Kingpin and Moleman above Falcon now. Because Falcon has taken a hit with all the extra increased ability accuracy that's flying left, right, and center now. Dashing Catalysts and a bit of gems, I need to rank someone up for Wednesday. I actually have some tier 2 alphas expiring soon, so I need to rank something random as well. New moon today, don't know why it's stuck. Deadpool rewards, but Max still nice. Well, congratulations. Finally formed my tech tier 5 CC, Warlock's now waiting. Nice. Level up event should start when later today, I think. I think later today is level up event. Mistaken game jugs don't dash mechanic to Rhino. Maybe. I mean, Rhino. I don't know. Rhino also kind of makes sense. Yeah. On my hands on Spidey, I didn't even want the character, but he's gonna have some. Yeah, he's. I think he's gonna be a bit of a. I think he's gonna be a bit of a Dr. Octopus, where like the fights that he can do, he probably is gonna be the best option. But in general, I still think that for like most of the similar cases, like Dr. Octopus is still gonna be a better option. For instance, because again, he doesn't set up quickly, and that's one of his bigger problems, is because you still need to get to that level 2, right? Getting to that level 2, like, it's not that easy. There's a reason why that, for instance, for Magic, getting power stat 1 boost in Alliance Wars is like so important and stuff like that. Level 2 is relatively far to have your power control on. And all the buffs do aptitude increase the potency of. Aptitude increases the potency of Fury, Armor Up, and Precision, I think, and Prowess? I don't remember. You just need to read the text on any aptitude, man. Went down 2 days ago, I'm done with Mike's Revenge. Collector was really annoying, I had fun part. Yeah, Mike's Revenge is just awful. It's a shit challenge. It's not a challenge, it's just a piss take. It's a joke taken too far. No, I understand. Like, definitely you do want champions for niche use. I completely agree. But also, like, niche champions in general are not looked at the same. Like, you can tell by Ronin and by Dr. Octopus that, you know, they're not hyped or overly appreciated. This game. What's up, Mike Dennis? How are you doing? Yeah, even if you get 15 vulnerability with a lot of dexterity and whatnot. Yeah, I know, but well, we'll see what. But no, it's not that. It's more of Kalantech. It's more of about increasing rapture damage, because rapture does physical damage. That's why it's so important. Because with every single one of those, because you're gonna be detonating those raptures plenty of times, and the rapture is gonna be on opponent at all times. So it's not just that you're gonna be doing more damage because opponent has lower physical resistance. It's more about that you're gonna be doing more damage over time and burst damage because they have like low physical resistance. So I think you're missing that there. Nova deserves. Nova already got a buff. Nova already got a buff. A bit of luck, yeah, might. Well, it's not necessarily as much as luck as it's just kind of tricky to get there consistently. Summer of Pain rewards work. When do we get them? When the event ends. They work exactly like Alliance Quest. So imagine Summer of Pain is very long Alliance Quest. So you're gonna finish, event is gonna finish, then it's gonna go in calculating results mode or whatever else, and then a few hours or how long it takes for them to send it. So basically, when the timer ends, you're gonna have to wait X amount of time, and then they're gonna be sent to you in mail, most likely. That's how it's gonna work. Saying that about Falcon like a month ago, yeah, he is falling. I agree. I genuinely think that top 5 currently consists of Nick Fury, Aegon, Shang-Chi, Falcon, and Moleman. Sorry, not Falcon and Moleman, Kingpin and Moleman. And Falcon is 6th. Really no Spider is the Chorus APOC cash looks so cool. He Spider 2099 is definitely not gonna be Chorus or APOC. Well, I'd be willing to bet like $100 that he's gonna be nowhere near as good day to day as Chorus or APOC or whoever. Hey, what's up, ZeroFrostNinja? How are you doing? Yeah, of course, when magic starts work, you seal the fight right there. Completely agree. But the thing is, like, for instance, even magic, like when it comes to controlling power, it is probably a better option than that spider, you know? Because magic also needs to build to level 2, so does the spider. But with magic, A, you have help of Mystic Dispersion, and B, you also seal in combat power rate. So for plenty of fights, that's more important. And even where the main problem is ability power gain, it still works just as well, just not as much damage. What's up, ZeroFrostNinja? How are you doing? Spider-Man 2099 will go for 145. Penny Parker will go for 160. I think that's more or less feasible scores. Yeah. Drunk AF right now, but still, you're looking handsome as hell today. Keep up, by the way. Thank you, Raven. Thank you very much. And, well, I'm glad you had a good night, man. Also, need soundbite for members whom you respect as player, but not as person. Yeah, I'll try to find some, don't worry. We already know who Raven is now? Yeah, we do know who Raven is now. So many hearts in KT's stream. Is this real? Some psychic notes. This is real. This is real. Well, the next update itself does not sort the party issue, but it has been said that basically shortly after this update, in let's say the next X amount of days, they will push through a hotfix that will sort out the party problem. So, since update comes today, no, party issue is not going away today, but it's going to be going away quite soon in the next few days. Most likely. Ever release 6-star Quake? Maybe when 7 stars are available, but not anytime soon, no. They will not release Quake anytime soon. Nick, Shank, Kingpin, Mallman, Killmonger. Killmonger definitely is not top 5. That's just so biased there. Nowhere close to being top 5. Yeah, I am definitely super sleepy. Good and useful is Massacre. Massacre is actually quite cool and decently useful. He's not like at the top of the class, but first of all, he's really fun, but and he does plenty of damage. But basically, the way I look at Massacre, it's as a other side of the coin to Black Widow Deadly Origins. Both of those champions are really good, fun, and tons of damage very early on in the fight, and yeah. It's just one does Incinerate and one does Shock. That's pretty much the only meaningful difference of those champions. Other than that, they have pretty useless kits for most part that ultimately boil down to one inflicts a lot of shock, one inflicts a lot of Incinerate. But yeah, I do like him. I have a rank 2 6-star Massacre, and you know, maybe at some point I'll take him to rank 3, but for now I think he's fine there. He's one of those champions kind of like, I don't know, he's probably better than Carnage, but super fun to play with as well. And I have used Massacre in Act 7 in both chapters actually. Going to be complimenting KT. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Ross looking cute today. Could be used Red Hulk. And obviously, honestly, like, I think Domino is borderline less useful than Massacre and Red Hulk. So it used to be known as Domino Trinity, but I think Domino might potentially be the weakest link of the Trinity, or at the very least, as a standalone champ, I think she is lower than Massacre and Red Hulk in their respective fields. When Trinity comes together, then yeah, okay, Domino is up there with them, or maybe slightly better. But if you look at them as standalone champions, then yeah, I think I'd prefer Massacre or Red Hulk or Domino. Would you give Ziggs and Catalyst a Namor or Omega Red, considering you can't afford users right now? We're talking 5 or 6 stars? 5 stars? Yeah, sure. I would to Namor, probably not Omega Red. 6 stars, I'd give them to Namor because of prestige. Penny Parker does look really good, I agree. Yeah, sure. Like, we know. You know, Killmonger is the best ever. Again, you seem to be very combative. Is it like your time of the month, Jacob, or something like that? Last few days is just like something's changed. Like, we always had different opinions on something, but you have been like very up in the arms and in the air and extremely combative last couple of days. So it's almost as if like you're on your period or something. You can never just kind of like, you know, agree to disagree or something like that. You just have to be, so what? You're a handful is what I'm saying.
The 3 words I would describe you as is aggressive, hostile, and definitely difficult. Please.
To be honest, I prefer you without the middle light on. Well, this is easier for me. With the light on, but hey. Killmonger a special 3 tank. Yeah, I know. I think Penny is good utility. Yeah, I think Penny has quite a lot of similarities with that particular robot, yes. I do have quite high hopes for Penny, I'm not gonna lie. I'm quite excited to see her introduced. Obviously, it's a love-hate relationship, because, you know, the defensive mechanics on Penny is bullshit. The prediction score for this month, basic heroes. Super Skrull, Silver Warrior, Mangog. Okay. I don't know from top of my head, man. Super Skrull, basic hero. Nobody really wants him, but it's a new champion. 45 million. Silver Warrior. Everybody hates him. 25 million at best. Mangog. He has cool synergy with Crossbones, and you know, he's kind of fun to mess around. Probably 45 million, something like that. Don't think any of them are gonna go above 50, to be honest. Spider-Man 2099, yeah, I think he's gonna. Spider-Man 2099, I think is gonna be at best case scenario. Best case scenario for Spider-Man 2099 is that he's gonna be effective niche champion. But I'm even somewhat skeptical on that, because again, that setup is quite a lot of messing about. So I'm not entirely sure if he's even gonna get that. So we'll see. He's either gonna be, I think, and obviously keep in mind that this is without having played with the champion ever and very limited amount of information. But what I have seen from Spidey 2099 so far is that he's definitely not gonna be mainstream champion. Best he can hope for is to be a very effective niche champion, similar to, let's say, Dr. Octopus or something like that. Ronan. But I also have possible doubts for him being able to do that. Now, the saving grace for him might be that no buff gain ability, but when we're talking strictly about champion that doesn't gain buffs, I think Red Guardian's utility pieces are better, because you have very easy access to slow, quicker access to that increased power gain, and probably more damage quicker in most cases. So, and Red Guardian is a champion that needs some love from Kabam, so we'll see. I would be more optimistic about Spider-Man 2099 if this wasn't 2021. 2021, they just seem to butcher a ton of champions. Off. Alright, see you later, Q. If only Killmonger hit a little harder, yeah, then he would be significantly better. His damage is one of the issues as a champion. Yep, exactly, Shawan. Like, I have a rank 3 Domino, and you know, I actually use her now and then, just as a relatively quick questing champion, but that's about it. She was cool against that Symbiote Supreme, though. What's up, Woody Mac? How are you doing? Yeah, that meme came from The Office, yes. Well, they did give Killmonger actually kind of a damage buff for longer fights, because they allowed him to reapply his special 3 bleed twice, I think. Come on, there's a new synergy, but again, synergies is never the answer. Or synergies are hardly ever the answer to make champions relevant. Come among Falcon, Killmonger, and Massacre? Who deserves skill rank up gem? Which ones are duped? Which ones are not duped? That is the first question, Virendra. Which ones are duped? I think it's silly ranking up Guillotine not knowing anything about her buff. Yes, I think it's absolutely moronic. I think it's like buying a car with a shuffle button. I think it's extremely silly. Bring Winter Soldier and Killmonger. Yeah, Winter Soldier and Killmonger. Like, again, Winter Soldier... there was a time when that was like a legit strategy, but obviously the game has moved past that. The new buff will Hood make top 10 Mystics? Possibly. Possibly he will, because... well, it's too early to say, but... Mystic isn't that pop. Mystic is very solid, starting from position 1 till about 8 or 7, something like that. And then past that, Mystic actually falls off quite drastically. It's because not many Mystic champions have gotten like any reworks, and every Mystic champion this year has sucked. The Mystic champions are really, really, really good champions. And then they have quite a lot of So we'll see. Mystic is a class where it's not that hard to get into top 10, is all I'm saying. Yeah, I know. But, well, on the bright side, I recently duped my Domino, so at least she doesn't have the shitty stars anymore. That alone has made me like her slightly more. Do you like America Chavez? No, she sucks. She's a bad champion. She's objectively bad. There's absolutely not a single goddamn thing that she would be reasonably good option. Yeah, I know, ZeroFrostNinja. I read those tweets as well. And I said the same thing, basically. It's just that it's not that they're running out of design space. I think they are incapable or creatively bankrupt to come up with anything proper, so they're taking the lazy way out. Watch that video. I genuinely also read out the Cam's tweets in that video. And basically, I'm saying pretty much the exact same thing, except I say my way. Elsa, yeah, volley buff and maybe like tiny bit more utility would be good. Yeah, I kind of feel that Elsa's, for all the cool things that she does, that evade is the shrug off ability comparatively is very weak now. That evade refresh is quite long, and her damage just isn't that great anymore either. Exactly, Alien X, completely agree. Rank 4 Red Guardian would smoke that Spidey, and with so much quicker. Domino's best champ bullshit. Also, she's a lot of fun. Her damage just, yeah, exactly. Her damage just doesn't do well as it feels like it should. In most cases, like if you're going up against like a Science XL boss, then yeah, sure, like she can do good damage, but that's about it. The hood buff, I personally don't like it. Oh yeah, the entire hood buff situation just makes Kabam look stupid. They took 6 months to basically take out energy vulnerability and add back in Fate Seal. It's something that they could have done in like a fucking day or max a month. And the fact that it's also taking another champion buff spot, it's just again one of those things where they clearly show that, you know, they didn't do it, I'd say, with best intentions at heart. First of all, I think it should be like an Odin situation, where it should have been like a very quick thing. And second of all, I think it should have been on top of the reworks, not taking an actual rework spot. And yeah, it was quite astonishing how little had changed, so...
By the power of Grayskull!
Top 2 Mystics will never be dethroned. You never say never. Never say never. Who's class next? I have no idea, Kalantek. I'll think about it when I'm about a week away from picking that Nexus. That's about it. Because I don't know what I'm gonna pull till then. Energy refills for 2 weeks. I kind of wish I did, because I think I'm pretty much out of energy refills, and I'm gonna need some very soon. It's okay. We're gonna have Ankit drop a $10 donation. I'm gonna buy Star-Lord's loot bag, and I'm gonna have 9 energy refills. That's a perfect plan. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Carl is pretty great. I'm not the biggest fan of Carl, but you know, he can have his uses. Carl is kind of a shittier, slower version of Cosmic Ghost Rider, with no immunities. Is America Chavez better than Wasp? No. America Chavez is not better than Wasp at all. Nowhere close. How do you refill farm? I think most people refill farm in 546 quest. Because there a lot of energy refills often spam there. And it's a bit less of a farming, it's more of a converting your temporary energy into energy refills. As in, like, you actually do spend similar amount of energy that you can farm. But you can also grab some revives at times, and you know, you kind of like stack your energy away. Transfer it into energy refills. Super Scroll attack ratings increased by 25% and 100%. 150% more fury potency. Would he? No. Super Scroll needs much more than that, because one thing, yeah, 536, my bad. One thing is Super Scroll not hitting hard enough. Second thing is his entire kit being overly convoluted, extremely finicky, or just not enough versatility and utility. So that's a bigger problem with Super Scroll. Like, damage is one thing, it's kind of like with Nova, right? They increased Nova's damage like slightly, but the damage was never the problem. It's the fact that, you know, the playstyle is tricky, there are no safeguards, and it's finicky, and there's just absolutely no reason to use him. And pretty much the same thing goes with Super Scroll. You can fix his damage as much as you want, but the rotation and utility is just weak and shit. How many 6 stars do you have? I have 155, I think.
Shut up and take
or
my money.
155.
Ankit Sharma $5. Halfway.
See? This already automatically means that I was at least half right. Perfect. That's what you call a masturbator. My bad, wrong button.
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Thank you, Ankit. Do you still feel excited when I'm opening 6 stars? Yeah, of course I feel excited, because I'm still looking for several 6 stars that I don't have, and there's quite a lot of champions that I'd like to dupe that I haven't duped. And yeah, that's the thing, it's increasingly harder for me to pull new champions, therefore every single time that I do, I'm happy. Like, I'd legitimately be happy to pull, I don't know, let's go with a champ that I don't have, that's shit. Yeah, Psycho Man. Like, I'm gonna be grinding for Psycho Man, but I'd be super happy to pull Psycho Man, because he's awful, but I don't have him. How useful is Nick and Deadpool synergy for non-suicide friendly champions? Never run suicides before and thinking about them a lot. It is very useful. You can, for like an average quest, an average Act 6 quest, you can turn almost any champion to be compatible with recoil, thanks to that synergy. There are obviously exceptions, like Professor X and Carnage. Like, they spam specials like crazy. They pretty much only spam specials, so it doesn't really work for them. But for plenty of champions, like, I don't know, Call Obsidian and just random champions that otherwise wouldn't be very compatible with suicides, they become extremely sustainable. I actually have used that strategy a lot, because I do a lot of content with recoil active. And like, you can run Human Torch perfectly normally, like there's no drawback of running Human Torch, because you normally only drop like 1-2 level 2s anyways. And you get that health back for 1-2 level 2s, right? So
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
So yeah, it's very, very, very good. How useful is Nick and Deadpool? Oh, I answered that one. APAC or Clairvoyant for rank 3? Both, eventually. Question is, what do you need to do next? That's as simple as that. You will want to rank 3 both of them. The only decision there is which one to rank first. And the answer to that is, it depends on what you want to do right now, or what you need help with more right now. Pulled the overseer by the way, gonna rank 3 him and test him out. Well, best of luck. Best of luck. He's kind of neat. You know, I kind of like him a bit. He's not the greatest, but I kind of like him. Top Y2P and Seraph. How are you guys doing? That sounds good one. Which sound? Which sound you were gonna make your sound? Huh? That respect, by the way, Cosmic Ghost Rider is available to everybody. I respect. It's a new member sound. I added in the notes in the line chat as well. But I respect you as a person, but not as a player, is a sound for every single member. You hit up? Yeah, of course you can hit me up. You can hit me up any day you want, and you know, even if I'm super busy, I'll just do it the day after or something. So as soon as you have decided, just hit me up. Top Clash of Clans. How good and effective Hercules is without suicides. I actually have never used Hercules without Liquid Courage Double Edge because I have not taken them off since I got Hercules, so I cannot answer that question. Zybom needs dupe to be used in a queue. No. It does not. Does not need dupe to be used anywhere, really. It helps, it makes the fights like a bit quicker, but yeah, it does not need dupe for that. Thinking of doing the Inhuman challenge? Do you suggest buying the 3k cow deal? Yes, I do. I definitely do. It's not just the 10 team revives, which 10 team revives actually covers about half of your run, because I got through it in like under, I think it was 16 to 19, I don't remember exact number. 16 or 19 team revives and like 2 single revives. And it gives you like the 10 30% boost, which obviously helps a lot to speed up the run as well. So yeah, I would definitely do that Clash of Clans. I think it's as good as time as ever you're gonna get to buy that thing, because that is so far in recent memory by far the best use of team revives. Latvia on board for Olympic medals. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Do I rank up Wasp or iHulk? Use Wasp synergy, but I also Wasp too. Rank up iHulk. I'd rank up iHulk before Wasp. There is a reason why my Wasp is rank 2 and iHulk is rank 3. Do you like Hercules? Yeah, he's growing on me more and more. I'm actually using him in IQ now, and I'm like killing mini bosses, and I'm just like, you know, derping along the way with like 1% health. So yeah, he's growing on me more and more. Top King of Love. Top Sangeeth, how are you doing? Hercules and APOC better. The Suicide's Master without. Hercules is better with, I feel. APOC is kind of take it or leave it. Was that the nicest sound you could find? Yes. Was referring to He-Man sounds are used. Oh, the He-Man one. Okay, okay. Okay, you guys didn't pick, and this is about as nice as I'm legally allowed to go. My SSD and RAM upgraded on a laptop, so glad I don't need to personalize everything again, thanks. Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, crap. Crap. Let's get this name or smack. How often do you run recall? I'd say about 60 to 75% of the time, depending like on each overall month. Like during seasons, when Alliance War seasons active, for majority of the time I don't have Liquid Courage Double Edge recall active, but I do make sure to have it on if I grind for like featured champions in arena and stuff, which I have started doing more and more, so they have been on more and more. During off seasons, they're pretty much on all the time, and during season time, most of the time I also put them on when we have the day's break. So I have them on majority of the time. Alright, thanks. No worries, Clash of Clans. I'll hit you up today. Sure. Hit me up later today. 6-star She-Hulk doing better for IQ since day one. I don't think I will take her place. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking She-Hulk is just so good. She-Hulk is definitely proving her worth in like pretty much every new piece of content. She-Hulk's so awesome. And I-Bomb's like good as well. But I don't know, there's something kind of holding me back a bit enjoying I-bomb as many people apparently seem to do. And that main thing is absolutely pathetic damage output until you get to your first level 2. And even with Liquid Courage Double Edge, like, you only really start healing up after your bleed has expired, and a lot of fights are nearly over. So in like shorter fights, you actually still end up losing health with Immortal Abomination. Will you rank up 6-star Lord or Vision? You both plus 40. I would not rank up either of those champions, most likely. Yeah, I don't think I would rank up either.
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Yeah, if I had to though, it would depend how many 6-downs I'm willing to commit to. If you plan to taking any of those champions Sig 200, then I'd take up Vision, Age of Ultron, I think, probably. As doubtful as I am, like, you know, power locking somebody down with double immunities could be useful. But if you don't plan on specifically giving 6-downs, then probably just Star-Lord. Just leaving on edge with 1% hurt. Yeah. APOC is not the best with recall at all, but like in most fights, vast majority of the fights, the damage increase is really significant, and you end up using 1 to 2 special attacks anyways. So I personally don't really have any issues running APOC with Liquid Courage Double Edge. Like, yeah, that's it. Obviously, he does, well, yeah, does that. Plus, if you have him awakened and relatively high sig, then if you don't use him for every fight, that heals also help to mitigate that. So, I don't know. I find APOC with recall perfectly acceptable. It is legally obligated to be dictates? No. Welcome, what's up, Awesome Sauce? It's a typical question everyone keeps repeating, so I can ask it. Nobody knows. The Hood's buff damage is still lacking? Well, we'll see. I think his buff damage is gonna be mediocre in generic fights and good to / great in buff heavy fights, which kind of makes sense for a lot of Mystic champions. So we'll have to like wait and see exactly where we're gonna end up. I think I-bomb's better for me. She-Ox playstyle's not for me. Well, but that's perfectly fine. If you like A-bomb, rank A-bomb. They will not release Unit Man, no. Uncollected player pushing Cavalier, is it worth unlocking? Here's the thing, I don't think you need them to become Cavalier, but ultimately it's always worth investing in your masteries, because it's a permanent investment. And the way I look at it, the earlier you have them unlocked, the more overall benefit you can get from them, and the better you can adjust your roster for having them. So you can decide when you want to do it, but the game becomes, for me at least, much more interesting, much quicker, and much more fun when they are active. Yes, they come with their limits, but in plenty of cases people over exaggerate. Like, you can, in Cav EQ for instance, you can run pretty much any champion with them for like, I don't know, 2-3 fights, and you have 5 champions on your team, so you know, you can just live with them well enough. And then obviously there are champions that get significantly better with them, and every fight is basically quicker than it would be without it. So yeah, I don't know, I just think that, yeah, they're definitely worth it. Vision AO may get some buff in future, yeah, maybe. Most excited about the mysterious synergy, it's like what APOC. People are saying that, but I don't think it's quite fair, at the very least, that early on. Because only Cable and APOC really has done it so far, and it's not an easy accomplishment to make at all. And the reason it works is because it's super helpful for both of the champions, and both of the champions become really, really good. Whilst I do think that effects might be somewhat similar, I do not have it to be as good. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it will be, but at the very least, I would avoid making statements like that before it actually happens, and before you have had a chance to, test it. I don't think so. Health balls are bigger, you'll need multiple special recall damage or help for the whole quest. Well, your health balls are bigger, but so is your damage. And you will take recall, like, okay, so how many specials? Multiple specials. Okay, 2 specials. So you take 10% damage. Let's assume you don't run Foglet, stuff like that. You take 10% damage from the debuffs themselves, whilst bleed's active, if the champion is absolutely suicide unfriendly. Then you take another 10%, so you take 20% damage in a fight, let's say another 5% shoot damage. You can easily do 3 fights with a single champion. And that typically is the case. You can do 3-4 fights with a suicide unfriendly champion. But you have 5 champions on your team, and pretty much no quests are 20 fights long. So, yeah, I can pretty much use any champion in KBQ, and I do. I run champions that are not suicide friendly, like Venoms and, I don't know, Solar Surfers and Human Torches and Dr. Dooms. You can still use them for plenty of fights, because you have 5 champions, not 1. And it doesn't matter whether you finish a quest with a champion that has 30% health remaining or 100% health remaining. Hey, thank you, XLR8. I guess I'm gonna throw you up there as well with the rest of them. Okay, I need to catch up with the chat quickly. I have been falling behind. Yeah, I think that might actually be somewhat more accurate. It entirely depends actually on how good Penny will be, I think. A-Bomb with Red Guardian or Cable and Apocalypse. It's probably going to be somewhere in the middle, but that's kind of more realistic layout by render, yes. The APOC on Suzu's most of the normal fights finish 1 special 2 plus special 1. Yeah, exactly. So it's just 1 recall damage, pretty much, exactly. So I think APOC can do just fine with Liquid Courage Double Edge. Also, if APOC is awakened, you can obviously heal in between fights, so that's kind of cool. For 100% everything, so my rank up decisions have so much uncertainty. Will I ever use him in future content? Yes, Kingpin is good, but what if OG Black Panther is more useful for next act? I'm torn. Go with Kingpin, trust me. Well, first of all, if you have everything 100%, then you need to understand that you're ranking up more so for yourself, and you don't have to do those rank ups. In theory, you can just not rank anything, right? Or let Catalyst. And if you have Catalyst expiring, then you should understand yourself that whatever you're picking is relatively consequential. You can allow yourself to do some random fun rank ups, like I do as well sometimes. Like, for instance, Mr. Negative. I do think he has potential to be really good, but I'm definitely taking a chance. Like, most people would have taken up either She-Hulk in that position or Immortal Abomination or somebody else. I took up Mr. Negative just because, you know, I think that there could be some niche utility that I may or may not be lacking. I see potential and I want to have a bit of fun. You're overthinking it. If you have everything 100%, then what does it matter if you pick wrong? What does it matter if Kingpin never gets a use or everything else? Do you think you will be unable to explore some new content? You clearly have tackled every single challenge so far. And it's not like if you don't pick Black Panther to rank up, that you can never rank up Black Panther later. Yeah, ouchies make definitely this game experience a lot better for me. Yeah, of course, again, what I'm talking about here is not like He isn't like recall friendly. Most champions are not recall friendly, but many champions, especially with at least partial immunity, can tolerate it well enough to be usable in a lot of content. And there are also a subgroup of champions that significantly benefit from damage increase. For instance, like Silver Surfer, his buffs and stuff like that scale only with original attack, so suicides actually give Silver Surfer very, very little attack. And it's really not worth running suicides like to increase attack on Silver Surfer. But with champions like Mr. Negative and APOC on Longshot that don't really have any attack modifiers in their base kit, that damage increase is really, really, really noticeable. And it's super helpful. Like, Longshot is pretty much a perfect example. Longshot without them actually doesn't do that much damage, even in like buff heavy matchups. When you put on Suicide, it's just so much more damage. Even though he can't support them really well. But yeah, Sorcerer Supreme, Professor X. They're borderline unplayable. Carnage is unplayable with Suicide. Well, the good thing about Mysterio is that it's poison that he accesses. But other than that, their kits are quite similar. Always like, hey, what's up, Pikapika? I was wondering where you are. Very few scenarios where you would want 2 slots for characters. Yeah, I know. Synergy with Hood. What is that Moleman synergy with Hood? What do they do exactly? Moleman synergy with Hood. Explain. It's Fury and Quake that save me a lot, especially in Act 6. Oh yeah, definitely. Fury and Quake. That was like my go-to duo for Act 6. Up James, how are you doing? Do you like Human Torch or Sunspot? Torch is miles better than Sunspot is. Not even close. The Kingpin will surely be... Yeah, I also believe that Kingpin will be super useful in upcoming content. 100%. Okay, 99.99%. Whenever I could knock down... Oh yeah, that synergy sounds like a beefy beast synergy, yeah. I might actually immediately like Hood a lot better now then. Actually, well, I had either missed that synergy or forgotten about it. Yeah, that is great. That is great. Come on, 1%. There we go. Actually, useful synergy? Yeah, that is very useful synergy. For sure. I've played MCOC for so long, and yours are the only content that I always hope to see the most. You are so down to earth and good observation and cool. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much. It's extremely kind of you. And imagine some people say I'm nasty. Mean, even. Outrageous. I'm like the nicest person you'll ever meet in your life. Woo. Yeah. Kingpin or Mole got rank 3. I'm not running ouchies. Oh, in that case, it's a bit trickier decision. I think. Respect my authority! I think if ouchies are off the table, and Ankit is about to have a little bit of a jizzgasm. I think if ouchies are off the table, but you have active willpower, it's quite possible that I would have picked Kingpin, knowing everything I know right now. Oh, whoopsie. Sorry about that. There you go. Oh. Anki just creamed his pants. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Pleasure, Kitty. A few months back, when you were streaming, I did say I would welcome you anytime, any day in Vietnam. Offer still stands. I think the world still needs to get back to normal. I still need to get my second vaccination, but you never know. It is my dream to travel to several places that I have never had the luxury to do before. And what's the coolest thing is I could still kind of like produce content as I'm traveling and stuff, but anyways, we'll see what happens. Never say never. But thank you. Alright, so I think 21.5 million here is fine for now. When are we all going to Universal Studios? Do you know? What's there? What's in Universal Studios? What top 5 countries to visit? I have never made the top 5. Definitely want to at some point in my life visit America, obviously, because that, like, I wouldn't want to live in America anymore, but I don't think I would anyways. But it has always been at the very least like a dream to visit it. Every 6-star run I make about 11 something million. Yeah. Every 6-star run, I normally make about 11 something million. I think it's about 10.8 or 11 million on 6 stars and about 6 point something million on 5 stars. With a full run. So anyways, where was I? So I want to go to America obviously at some point. Japan is another place where I definitely want to go at some point, even for a bit, before I kick the bucket. India is one of the places I really want to go as well. I want to go to one of those super dreamy postcard beautiful islands, like I don't know, Hawaii or Bahamas or something like that. Just kind of like, you know, kurort resort type of island. And as the last place, I would either want it to be Egypt or somewhere in Africa. Would you Avengers will always remain as bad? I hope not. Really hope not. Cool coaster ride? Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Country tier list. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Well, the 6-star Venom Pool. Oh, jeez. Actually making me jealous. I don't have 6-star Venom Pool. How good is he gonna be? Obviously, it's too early to tell. At the very least, at the bare minimum, he's gonna be a really, really fun champion. Potentially, he could be also very good and useful. But that remains to be seen. Ever been to Comic-Con? I have been to a Comic-Con in London Excel Centre some years back, yes. But I was mainly there due to Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG card tournament, so I actually didn't get to do too much Comic-Con stuff. Because I was playing in the tournament. But obviously we still had time to like walk about, do some shopping and stuff like that. I have never been to a Comic-Con that Kabam is at. Like, you know, Malakons or Champions and stuff. Yeah, that pun was pathetic, Jacob. Jacob?
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Go. Tell her.
Yeah, I will be testing Venomful live later. What I'm gonna do, Arian, is I'm gonna record fights with Venomful, Hood, and then King Groot before their buff during the day. Then I will obviously update the game, record the same fights with same setups after the buff, upload quick videos on each of the champions as like a relative damage comparison before and after. And then I'm gonna do a live stream. And we're gonna test them live a bit more. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was an amazing show. Some of the shows were cool, some of the shows were just too shit, but when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game was always miles better than the show. I like how earlier shows actually just didn't follow the rules of the game at all, and they're just making shit up, like, as they go along. But, you know, that's show business for you. Like video such a poser? Yeah, sure. If I ever decide to go to New York Comic Con, let me know. Isn't it like cancelled? Well, maybe next year, you know, the world's in order. And if this game's still on, and if I'm still making it, because everything can happen. I'm actually, well, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. It's fine. All I'm saying, nothing lasts forever. But yeah, if you get the chance. You would win the day in Kabam-Cons. Well, maybe. You must have Hood pre-buff video. I do, but I'll obviously record a new one. How is it from Hawaii? What do you mean, how is it from Hawaii? Like 10, 11 maybe at the time, and I just like, yeah, I know. One of the shows was really good, that Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series, where they were like on in a school. It's kind of like dual academy thing. That show was actually quite funny. Do you imagine Shonen Jump MCOC style game? Yeah, I think so. Why not? This game dies, you can still chill in NYCC. All book dancing, right? No, that is true. It's just again about the means. Like, the thing that you don't understand is like, I have never really had the money in my life, the means to afford to travel to many countries and stuff like that. And I'm always very cautious when it comes to making plans like that, because, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! With the boy, yeah, that is the one. The boy in the red jacket, and then they had yellow jackets and blue jackets and stuff like that. That we are? Yes, we are. That many Exodia. Exodia decks actually existed, but it was really, really impossible to pull off if you're not cheating. But by the way, just the fact, randomly putting in Exodia pieces in an average deck is like the stupidest thing that you can ever do. Maximum amount of snapshots Scout Plus could get 15k. This is enough for all the major stuff. Profile picture tip for BT to all tip. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on the snapshots. I'm gonna make a video on that snapshots. I saw that screenshot that it says that it's 15k, so yeah, I can make a video on that. Zero season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which one was that? Oh, Battle City was kind of cool as well. The concept was really cool. Battle City one. Okay, made the tournament. I like that one. That was quite cool concept. Hercules, Winter Soldier, Doom. Position bar. You're not. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So, trailer for Venom. I actually didn't see it last night. I kind of decided that I'm not gonna watch too many trailers of new movies and stuff. Because Marvel just gives away the entire movies. Oh, it being really good. Yep. I mean, Black Widow movie would have been really good if they made it when they should have made it. Make it, you know, before she died. Or if there was some sort of twist about them switching places, or I don't know. But you know, that movie, the way it functioned, it wasn't awful. It was still plenty entertaining, but it was also absolutely pointless. It was definitely trying way too hard of being 2021 Hollywood movie rather than being Marvel movie. All the men in the movie were either disgusting weak pigs or just idiots. The main characters were just I'm not even gonna get into it, but hey, but I heard Scarlett is suing Disney, so you know, that's cool. Yelena's wife. Yeah, Yelena is definitely gotten quite popular. Yeah, Yelena was best part pretty much. Really want to attend Comic-Con, never been to one, it's far from where I live. I got fortune going live. Yeah, I know. It is never like a cheap, even for me, because like I'm in UK, but it was in London and I had to like rent a hotel and everything else, and that entire thing still cost quite a lot. Oh, okay, cool. I do love how Cow Plus players can purchase more 6-star shards for cheaper currency than UC can for less. What do you mean, Supreme Being? Yeah, Black Widow should have been released when Cap Marvel was released. 100%. 100%. And yeah, Yelena ain't gonna die, I think. For a bit. Like Natasha also had a family, so why should I and why should It's not just that though. It's also immediate questions, obviously. Where was his family when they had to fight Thanos, huh? And a whole bunch of other things. But anyway. Night, awesome sauce. Best of luck finishing that Mystic Dispersed. It's pretty much the best, or one of the two best challenges to kind of like try and get done. I want to have a bit of fun here. Oh crap, you bastard dies. I messed up. Never mind, I'll just do it the hard way. See, we were showcasing Punisher's healing ability. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What is Scarlett suing Disney for? Because they released her movie simultaneously in cinemas and on Disney Plus, and that opened it up to piracy, and basically she's arguing that they breached her contract, which guaranteed her exclusive release in cinema, and this way they argue that she lost a ton of money. She lost because, like, you know, not as many people saw it in cinemas and more people got the chance to pirate it early on and stuff like that. So basically she wants money from Disney because they released it on Disney Plus at the same time, and contract stipulated that it's cinema exclusive release. Did I see Loki? Yes, I did. Recently movie trailers just give up the whole plot. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just not watching the trailers. Are we getting compensation? Well, there is no full news because yesterday was also like a holiday in Canada and stuff like that. So again, the powers that be were not really in office. But there is news. I saw a screenshot. 1 second. Let me try and find it for you guys. Because we're pretty much, well, we're gonna be done with streaming in like 15 minutes. But let me find it for you guys. Where's my? Here we go. Display capture. Next cow drop rates merge. There's an administrator post. Perfect. Perfect. Probably would have been somewhere towards the end. They're arguing, they're like fucking muppets. Don't even read it, but most of it, but it's just awful how dense some people are. Oh yeah, they're shit talking about my video as well then. Man, they're just asses, man. Anyways, 1 sec. I'll just open the administrator right now. Here we go, administrator. Oh, nope. Here. For fuck's sake. There is a bloody comment there. I just need to find it. Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, I can watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen it. It was alright. Was not too bad. Boop, boop, boop. Honestly, it's kind of funny because this is getting so much attention considering all of the problems that we are experiencing right now. It's not even such a major thing to fight about, I think. But still, people are so passionate. And what's worst is when people are arguing on forums, it's not that... Oh, here we go. Kabambu. Hey folks, the team is looking into this. We apologize for inconvenience. In the meantime, thank you for your patience. So they are not ignoring it. They will update it. And they will more than likely issue the 10 crystals or something like that. But that's the only post that we have seen so far from them. And keep in mind that is because it was a holiday. So I do expect that today they will announce that they will send out the 10 crystals. But again, that's what I think is going to happen. That's what they normally do, because what you need to also understand that there are two completely different versions of customer support when it comes to player base. One version is when they mess up something in content or a champion is bugged or something like that. That is priority level B. When there is something wrong with an offer, that is priority level A. Where direct purchases and money is involved, they are always much more generous and quick and responsive. Those issues. And it's kind of like, you know, natural if you think about it, because I don't want refunds to get requested or any of that shit. Yeah. Few more persons are gonna buy the deal. No, the deal is not coming back. It's gonna be the kind of thing where if you bought it, you just get 10 crystals that you thought you're getting. Basically, you're just gonna get extra crystals. Will you watch the prequel? Which prequel movie? What prequel movie, huh? I didn't get the cows because of drop rates. I got scammed. Give me some too. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be that. I'm sure there's gonna be that. You know. There's always gonna be some people complaining. That's another thing. There's always gonna be people complaining. And the forums are honestly just. Here's what's the worst thing about forums. There are some really intellectually bankrupt people on the forums that are actively white knighting Kabam. They abandon all reason. They abandon their integrity and principles. They will always take whatever stance they have to take just to be contrarians, just to get in fights, just to get attention. Now, their motivations might be different. Some of them do it because they want attention. Some of them do it because they want to put their tongue as deep in the anus of Kabam as it's possible. What makes it worse, however, and what is the big difference, that you are not allowed to push back at them, because when you do, the opinion that does not support Kabam half the time gets warned or deleted. So even if you are being perfectly respectful, if you're talking things that they don't like you to talk about, or if you're mentioning things they don't want you to mention, for no other reason than it doesn't look good on them, moderators just abuse the power and just, you know, delete your posts. And there is clear bias in like what you are allowed to talk, and based on which kind of position you take, you also have different rules on the forum. As in, if you are supporting Kabam, you can swear, you can insult people, you can be nasty, you can derail threads. None of those things are okay if you are being truthful or critical or like logical, whatever. Even if you're being perfectly respectful, if you just say I don't like it that because of X, Y, or Z, you have to adhere to much stricter rules and guidelines. Every single person that has ever been active in forums that I know has been banned or hidden or jailed for perfectly innocent posts for some bullshit reasons, and then if you question it, you get banned or timed out or basically jailed further for questioning it. And that is the problem, because that is just what's the best way to put it. Imagine if Chinese government had a newspaper. And that is pretty much the level of censorship there. You can only say what's allowed to say on any kind of meaningful issues. Obviously some irrelevant things, which color is your favorite, and like things that have absolutely nothing to do with MCOC or like, you know, are just kind of like fluff. All of that's perfectly allowed, but when it comes to anything kind of like, I know that they are like the issue with an offer or new updates or new champion bugs and buffs, stuff like that. None of the things that matter, you're allowed to have like a proper opinion. They do keep, and what's actually even funnier, that they do keep some of the people just to appear that those posts are allowed on the forum, but they only keep the weaker ones, the ones that do not look as convincing, so the other people can kind of like wait out. Anyways, it's just crazy. When it was, what was the last big post, the last one that had thousands and thousands of views and replies? There was like a big issue that lasted for like weeks and weeks out. Forgot about what it was, but it had like 50,000 views in a thread and like how many like comments and stuff like that. And on that thread, so you had basically like 50 or 70 pages of comments. And since I was following that situation daily, I could promise you that more posts were deleted that were allowed on that thread. And it still had like 80 pages, shit like that. And when they were done clearing it up, it kind of looked like, you know, it's more or less balanced. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, but that forum place is not a place where you want to spend your brain cells, because they will die there quickly. It really isn't. Which is kind of a sad state of affairs. Oh crap, I'm gonna lose a Dr. Doom. Maybe not. Maybe there is a path to victory. Magneto is
What a new
such a big
uninstall.
arenas. But yeah, no. About like, I just wish that I could further that message to as many people as possible to stay away from
respect you as a person,
forums.
but I don't respect you as a player.
What's up, Mike? Imagine using Doom for Max. Well, I didn't have like perfect options. It would have been either Guillotine 2099 or Doom, whatever. But yeah, anyhow.
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
Why are you guys spamming that? Why don't you respect me? Why don't you respect me? I might regret adding that sound for you guys. I should have added it for me. JJ. What kind of women is my type? Well, JJ and JS knows exactly what kind of woman is my type because I have met my girlfriend. My girlfriend's my type. Did I add a nice sound? That was kind of nice. The shit show that's gonna be Rank 4 Dooms running arena. Oh yeah, Rank 4 Dooms running arenas is gonna be good. So good. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, Jacob, shut up and buy caps. Any news about the Alliance 1? No. Well, the Alliance 1 news is that it's delayed until the party things are fixed, but that's about it. No other news thus far. Well, the interesting bit is that they have added that fight duration timer thing. I'll have Rank 4 CGR and Doom. CGR is easy to kill though, so that's good. That's good as far as the arena is concerned. I'm gonna be ranking either Surfer, either Hercules, or Dr. Doom, so we'll see which one it is. That's a great sound clip for Messiah. Well, that sound clip is available to all members, and Messiah is not a member on my YouTube channel, so Messiah can't use it. Oh, not that I'm telling you to use it in regards of Messiah. You did already what? Rank for Bishop will be more lethal to break the range. Oh, rank for Bishop will be quite lethal for a range streak, I guess, as well. Or Domino? Oh, rank for Domino. Not like, again, as much as I would not advise anybody to do that, that would be kind of exciting to see. If you rank up Domino, then definitely send me some videos. You might have to change commands because it conflicts with mod command. What conflict? No, it doesn't. It does not conflict. It's respect is mods, and this one is
Respect my authority!
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'll amend it then. But it's this I respect.
I respect you as a person, but I don't respect you as a player.
So it doesn't. It shouldn't, anyways. Maybe it does, but anyways. That's it for today. I'm gonna be skedoodling. You guys are awesome. We'll be back later. Buff testing new champion. The stream is probably gonna be slightly later than it normally is, like always, because I have to upload like 3 videos just after the update hits and stuff like that. Anyhow. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay tuned for upcoming uploads, and you guys are awesome. But now...
Get out! Get out of this house! I said now!
Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we...
Lick my balls!